Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to our fellow listeners to episode 8 of the Vital Checks Show. I am your friendly neighborhood MD, Dr. Joe, and my wonderful
co-host, DJ Critical. Bow.
Yes. And returning from episode 7, we got
Shakira. Hi, guys.
Esquire,
Yes.
We were just talking, like, DJ Critical has known Shakira for most of his life.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we counted like 23 years.
Yeah.
Jordan
I
years.
was in 5th grade, you were in 6th grade.
Yes.
And
wow, it's a long time.
Yeah.
And I've known the person to her left, Booker, for 20 years.
20 years.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and he happens to be my
Can't
boo.
believe I've done anything for 20 years.
That is, it's pretty wild when you think about it.
Yeah.
And who are you, sir?
I don't know if were you finished?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Listen
Booker.
to the previous episode. Go ahead.
Yeah, do that.
We'll do that. I'm Booker, Dr. Joe's husband of going on 6 years, and DJ Critical's friend of 20 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was very professional, and it's better than the last one. Or you're just a baby daddy.
I was just getting the rest
This
of
one
the
cleaned
lesson.
up.
They
Oh,
got,
yeah.
They
your
got
program.
married.
We got upgraded.
Yes, we did get married.
During
Between
this week.
episode 7 and 8, we got married. So
We eloped.
Y'all deserve it.
thank you.
All right. So we are jumping into our humble brag segment. I mean, it seems like a little biased because it's mostly all my family members the last couple of episodes. Pero, you know,
Pero.
you got to submit. So if you don't submit, then I can't humble brag you. Anyways, so this segment is for a person near and dear to my heart. And I feel like I say that often as well. But hey, my heart's big, I guess. It's Cousin Mary.
Hey, Cousin Mary.
So Cousin Mary has had a 45-pound weight loss, and she is tumor free.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
So a couple years ago, or over like the last several years, she had some bruising, swelling, weight gain, insomnia. Like she would text me at 1 a.m. She's like, "I'm up for the day," and I was like, "Ma'am, how?"
Okay.
Yeah. And it turns out she had Cushing's disease, and she had like this little tumor in her brain that was causing her to increase or overproduce the steroid hormone, and as a result, all these things happen. And, you know, Cousin Mary, you know, she's slim thick and her whole life, and then when this happened, she gained weight and, you know, was traumatized by all the comments. But she is looking fab. Ever since they removed the tumor, she's, you know, feeling back like herself.
How did they discover this?
So she went to an endocrinologist, like a hormone doctor. They did some lab tests, saw that her cortisol level was high. And then usually there's like, you know, a standard number of reasons that can happen. So they did an MRI, found a little tumor, went through her nose, took the little tumor out. And slowly you start decreasing the hormone.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But Cushing's disease is real. It's you stress on the body, I mean, is one thing, and then once that hormone gets high, it's a big change. But shout out to Cousin Mary. She's
Yeah.
looking,
Shout out, Cousin Mary.
Shout out to
looking
you.
like a
Wow.
snack
Congrats.
in these streets.
A snack.
Yes.
Question real quick on this humble brag. Is it possible to have insomnia and to have narcolepsy?
So insomnia is like not being able to fall asleep.
Right.
Narcolepsy is that you're falling asleep
Right.
out of nowhere.
Right. I understand.
definition.
I just want to know if is it possible, because I feel like I have both.
I think it's
No,
your
I
lifestyle.
think it's your lack of sleep during normal sleeping hours leads
Makes
to you
me being tired.
falling asleep.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's called tired.
Oh, that's what it's called.
TIYAD.
Oh, tired.
You're tired.
Okay. Thank you
You're welcome.
for that diagnosis.
And
See,
usually,
this
like narcoleptics, like you're literally just.
no, I can be
you're
like
walking
doing
and
something and then I'm just like I'm not like just dropping out.
Right.
But I feel like I'm super attentive and then out of nowhere I'm just asleep.
Is that a thing?
I mean, old people go through it,
I'm not that.
right?
Thank
And
you.
like their sleep wave cycles change. There's like 4. So, and I can't remember all of them, but essentially, as you get older, the length of time that you maintain in each cycle varies. So that's why older people, you notice that they're taking naps more often, and they're not really deep sleepers. and they decrease like their
Their REM sleep.
right.
See, I know stuff. And I'm not a doctor.
I mean, that's why you're critical.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Not 5950.
We'll talk about that.
I guess I could get started, being that, we're talking about my sleep habits.
Oh yes.
And
What's keeping you up at night? What hotels do you have for us today?
I feel like when I go on dates, when I used to go on dates.
Oh, used to?
All right, when I go on
You
dates.
hung up your jersey?
Not yet. I'm trying.
Oh.
Like I've been on dates with people that I bring them into my world,
Oh gosh.
and sometimes I feel like
Look at Shakira's face.
they're not really
For those listening, Shakira looks perplexed.
I wouldn't say deserving, but they haven't reached that level of experience.
Yes.
So then when I bring them,
Can you
like,
clarify
brought them to
what
the
this
upper echelon.
experience is?
yeah, the upper echelon.
there you
So
go.
like they don't have proper dating etiquette.
Wait.
Dating etiquette or etiquette in general?
Well, etiquette during the date.
Okay.
Like, all right, say for instance, hypothetically, say you're
Hypothetically, let's make that clear. Is there all
Say,
hypothetical
Always
situations?
hypothetical.
say you go to dinner and the waiter is explaining the menu, and then say the young lady is asking about a certain alcoholic beverage that's like below,
Such as what?
like let's do something like Bel Air Rose, and this is like a top high scale restaurant. They don't have no Bel Air Rose
God, yes,
at this
Yeah.
establishment. How dare you?
Yes, okay.
Even he's speaking in another language, giving you the list of wines from
Yeah.
the 1960s, and you're here talking about
Oh, you got money.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Vintage?
and she's requesting Bel Air Rose.
Can you please explain to
that's
some
like
of our
Moscato.
listeners who are not maybe privy to what Bel Air Rose
Bel Air
is?
Rose is a champagne.
Is it? It's not champagne.
Sure.
It's a sparkling wine, I'm sure.
Okay, see, even worse.
I'm above Bel Air Rose. So
Champagne only comes
with-
from a small
I'm with
town in
DJ Critical.
France, so I don't think Bel Air Rose is.
But yeah, so that's just like an example. But then, like, say she's just like asking. You ever seen like one of those movies where like say like Pretty Woman, and then like you can tell like she hasn't been anywhere.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like you
She
remember that
doesn't
movie
know
Baps?
how to.
Baps.
I
I was trying to like.
She doesn't know how to ask the right questions. Like for me, I don't like wines that are bitter, right? But when you're at a restaurant, you say, "Do you have anything that's more fruity and less dry?"
Or like say she order a steak and like ask for like A1 sauce.
No, to me, the biggest one is ordering a steak well done.
Well,
Oh,
that too.
yeah.
It's like, yo, bro, just.
Wait.
I love when I go to restaurants and like the chef won't do that.
Yes.
The
Whole world.
Yeah.
Like it's like, no, I'm not destroying this for you.
Yeah.
Get some chicken.
Well, yeah.
Get
So
some chicken.
that was just a thought that I was thinking, and then I was also thinking about,
A1.
say like you're in a relationship, or say you guys y'all are married,
Yes.
and how do you keep the fire ignited? Like, how do you still do dates? Is it like spontaneous random dates? Is it like still like
We do dates.
I want to be very clear.
I'm
about
just like, yo, let's go get some food.
so you don't go above and beyond? You like open doors, you have flowers, like
I mean, that's every day. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
Every day.
you're doing good.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like, it is every day. Like with me, like when we were dating. Like,
I mean, I think, and I keep saying this about setting expectations. Like, I needed to be very clear. Like, people romanticize the idea of marriage. It is not like, oh, what they mentioned at my cousin Tiffany's wedding, right? There are mountains and valleys. More valleys, I feel like, than mountains. And
More
I think
plateaus. Maybe not a valley, but
yeah,
more
that's true.
plateaus.
Plateaus. And I don't want to misrepresent our marriage, right? It is a happy marriage, but
It looks very loving and happy.
yeah, you know, and sometimes it takes those
Like I want to
dates.
model my marriage after you guys.
Oh, that's sweet.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And Shakira's too.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
lots of love there.
Yes.
Yes.
So I want to sometimes it does take these dates to kind of rekindle. And like Mr. Booker here planned the most amazing anniversary weekend.
I mean,
2 months ago.
He's been my friend for 20 years. So obviously some of my ways and habits has rubbed off
No, this
upon
was a
him.
very DJ critical.
So he's like, yo,
It
what?
was.
WWDJCD. That's what that is. What would DJ Critical
Criticals
do?
do.
Right. So he was like,
Okay.
hey, he would do this, this, and this.
Maybe that should be a new segment.
Maybe we could do that.
We could have some single
Wow.
men say,
I mean, people can learn a couple things from me.
oh
you know?
gosh, oh man.
Like Booker.
Yes.
So yeah, let's talk about
I
this
did.
this dating
You've always
life.
been very romantic.
I have, right?
You have.
22,
You
20,
have.
23 years, and I've just been the most romantic guy you've ever met.
One of them, very thoughtful. Very thoughtful.
Very.
A lot of people haven't deserved you.
Oh man.
But that's probably
Sips-
a topic for another time.
Sips water.
So go ahead, Mr. Booker. You were saying?
In regards to our dating,
Yeah.
a lot of it is just like, listen, we got a couple hours. Let's go get some food. Relax. That's a date.
That's a-
That's a date.
Quality
We
time
gotta-
is important.
We gotta pick
Oh,
up.
100%.
We gotta pick up our daughter by 8:00. It's
Yeah, it
about
doesn't
5 o'clock right
necessarily
now.
have to be like,
Let's-
where
do you want to eat?
planned thing. Right. Just
Yeah.
bonding.
Yeah.
Or even like it's like time to talk, because I feel like
Yeah.
with the hustle of every day,
Mhm.
he leaves the house right at 6. I have to leave, drop her off to school, come back. It's nighttime, and then like we're both tired. So even like the opportunity to just be like, "Yo, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
how you been? Just
How was your day?
let's catch up." Is like a date in and of itself. Just
Oh, that's
literally
That's
catching
so
up.
nice.
Yeah. We have rare moments that we're able to go above and beyond, but not as consistent as I guess like
Like a single guy like me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That just
Or
have
childless.
all the time.
Yeah,
that's it.
childless.
Okay, so I'm single and childless.
But you
Thank
can't bring, you talking about Bel Air, you can't bring the baby there. They're gonna be like, what is this child doing?
Yeah.
Well, I think we've done that.
To a fancy restaurant?
Maybe.
We went to that Japanese steakhouse. That was pretty fancy.
Yeah.
She was really good.
It's like,
Did they have French fries?
When was this?
On food day.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was
We gotta
amazing.
go back to that boat cheese spot, Cheats Boat.
Yeah.
So y'all be having like marriage dates without the single folk? Like,
Yeah.
Like group marriage things? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
we
like,
invited
just your
you, but you
marriage
decided
friends?
not to come.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yo.
For the next one, and you said no.
I said no, or
That literally
was
just happened before.
Yeah, we were literally
Or
talking
did
about
I have-
tomorrow. And you were like, yeah.
Oh, I have a
But
meeting.
I'm
And
so
y'all don't even know-
busy.
Y'all don't even. Y'all don't even have a time.
Which means that we could work around you, but you don't want to come.
I have a
Exactly.
meeting. I'm sorry.
You know, the little humans take precedence.
That is
Yeah.
very true.
But anyways,
Yeah, so that was just some things that was just on my mind for the past week, just like, pondering about.
I mean, but
So
even
is that
then,
a turn off for you?
Excuse me, what? The
Oh,
etiquette?
that's true.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a turn off, but then I kind of like have to restructure where we go and like what we do and like just take it down a notch.
So you were embarrassed.
I wasn't embarrassed. It's just like a mental note. We don't have to go that lavish. Just like,
Do you feel like it was appreciated? Or
Yes,
was-
no, she was very
She was
appreciative.
like, oh my God, it's so nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, where,
Fancy.
out of curiosity, like, where did you guys learn how?
How to date?
No, like etiquette.
TV.
TV?
My
TV,
parents.
The Notebook.
I feel like I'm just good at pretending.
Faker.
No, because
Oh.
I feel like I started going to like really fancy, like when I started working.
Oh, you mean
at a
as
firm.
the female?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
No, not even like in dating situations. Like I worked at a big law firm, and a part of it was going to, like really fancy lunches
Right.
and doing fancy things. And I just kind of have to fake it till you make it. Like I've never been at a like Jean Georges, for example. is a restaurant in the Trump Tower.
You went to the Trump Tower?
This was before he was ever president.
Okay.
And it's like a really fancy place. And they were saying things, I'm like, I don't even know what they're talking about. But I'm going to just try to order something that I kind of know what's going on.
Right.
And just kind of like feel it out. Because I
And
hadn't.
now it's like your favorite place and you just go there all the time?
No, I mean, I don't go to Trump Tower, of course. Like,
Okay, cool. Just checking.
But I do like,
question.
I like a Michelin star, you know.
Right.
I want to see what this is about.
Facts.
Like I feel like when I started working, I hadn't even really eaten sushi. Like I was on California rolls, and now I'm like expanding. So it's really just kind of
Now you're eating eel and stuff.
facts. Sometimes you gotta fake it so you make it because
That's a good one.
like
I
you don't
that.
really know. Like our parents, I feel like I said this to Dr. Joe and Book, like. We was out here begging our kids for our parents for McDonald's. I feel like my child was like,
never beg my mom for anything.
I want an eel roll. Well, when are we gonna get lobster rolls? Okay,
Yes.
yo, share entitled.
I joke
That's on
on
my
Andre's
nieces.
niece. Yeah, she's like, I picked her up from school. I think it was elementary or middle school. She's like, Auntie Joe, I want some scallops. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Where do I find that in Brooklyn? I don't even know.
How do you want them prepared? girl?
Yeah. So she.
I want the medium.
Yeah.
Even so, maybe if you like this person, you just gotta, you know,
Introduce them to
keep
thing.
Yeah.
That'll keep the spice going too.
That's true too.
Mm.
Unless
You know what I mean?
they were uncomfortable, because then you know.
No, I
that's
think they were
different.
just like super oblivious to what was going on.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't know what fancy. You don't know what, because Bel Air is fancy in some circles. Not your circle.
Not my circle.
But in some circles, that's fancier than Bartonora, you know? Like,
I just saw Martin Nora's gonna have canned Moscato. I was like,
Moscato.
but that's
You know, that's for summer days.
that's
Yes, because you don't know.
Cause what?
You don't know. Like,
I don't.
My mom had me in modeling school, and I guess we'll segue into that. In 7th grade as a means to have me lose weight, but there,
modeling school.
yeah, it's called Barbizon. It was like,
I heard about that.
yeah, I was in Barbizon.
Did they have like little booths in like malls?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Like the episode like Fresh Prince when like
Like to find talent.
yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. But it was like commercials or like newspaper ads.
Yeah, I've probably seen it, yeah.
So there I had to learn etiquette, like how to set a table, how to get into a limousine is what I learned as
in
well.
Philippa Scholar for the Gifted and Talented, where I went to
To learn
middle
etiquette?
school, we had a home economics class course where I
So did we.
learned how to bake. I learned how to balance a checkbook. I learned how to set a table
Oh.
and various things dealing with etiquette, which helped in my dating life.
Oh.
I did
Shout
not
out to
take that
Skylar.
class. So I learned random little tricks. Like the forks, you always go from the outside to
Side
the
in,
inside.
yeah. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know which, you make your hands, you put
Gang signs.
pretty much. But the side with the B, that side is your bread, and this side is your drink. So when
Where's
you're
the
sitting,
C?
no C's right
Oh,
now.
whoa.
The cup.
Whoa.
Currently, and little things like that. So you remember like little random stuff.
That's cool.
How to use chopsticks.
Oh, that's
Because when you go to like a fancy sushi place, they're like, we don't even got forks. It's
Yeah.
Like,
oh my
ooh, child,
gosh.
this
Oh,
is-
So
I faked that one for sure. I definitely
Yeah.
fake it till I make it.
there's a spot in Westchester that sells ramen, and well,
They
I don't
don't
know if
give
they
you
still
forks?
do it. They give you chopsticks, and then if you ask for a fork,
They look
they
down.
bang a big gong so everybody looks at you.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
mean.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
And then they laugh at you.
Entitled.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
healthy shaming, if
Food
you
is
will.
mad good though.
Where is
Shout out
this
to
place?
Rockin' Ramen in New
Oh.
Rochelle.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's fusion, actually. It's
I'm sorry,
Caribbean
plugs.
ramen.
You said this is where?
Wait, it's Caribbean?
New Rochelle.
Oh, you didn't say it was Caribbean.
Yeah, it's black owned.
I'm sorry.
now it's good.
You want me to fully give the plug? Or?
No.
Oh, okay.
So they have like jerk chicken ramen.
They have oxtails?
Yeah, they do have oxtail ramen, but it's
Jen
Write
loves
write
ramen.
that down. We may have to go to Westchester.
all right. But no, you gotta stop.
That means
through
you
the
gotta go
Bronx
through the
first.
Bronx.
No, through it.
Through
You don't
and
stop.
stopping is not the
You
same.
do not stop in the Bronx
Oh,
ever.
God.
Put the pedal to the metal.
Oh man.
Pay the toll. Just
I don't
don't.
even want to catch traffic in
Wow.
the Bronx.
Oh gosh. All right, guys. So we got some great feedback about episode 6 where we discussed, you know, body image and body shame and confidence and what that, you know, feels like and looks like for some of us. And some folks said, you know, hey, I wish you would have spent a little more time on that. So this is a continuation with a twist. So we are going to continue that conversation on, you know,
body image.
What that reality is for some of us, but also from the perspective of my hubsters, and what that looks like and how that plays in our marriage. Because obviously, you know, confidence is one thing, and your husband having to hear
Your complaints
my
and
body
your,
shaming.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyways,
So what do you feel, Booker?
yeah.
I feel like she shouldn't care what anybody else thinks. I think,
But that's
that-
like way easier said than done.
all right. So on a everyday basis, right? When she speaks about it,
I don't know how to respond
it
to that.
Are you serious, Shakira?
All right, Siri, relax.
I know she owns the business.
on an everyday basis, when she speaks about that, it's rather annoying.
It's frustrating. Okay.
Yeah.
She did mention that.
Yeah, it's very annoying, to be honest.
What's annoying?
When she speaks about how she sees her body, how other people see her body, various comments.
While you're there loving the hell out of her,
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all
telling her she's beautiful, and it's just not getting through.
It doesn't get through, not at all.
I mean, how often are we saying I'm beautiful?
Oh
How
wow!
often are you saying?
All right, let's go a little
It is.
deeper.
Wait, for
Let's go a little
example,
deeper.
Thing.
on this very expensive date night we had, right? I seldom get dressed, right? So even like for my cousin's wedding, right? Makeup makes me feel so good because I feel like I hate everything from my neck down, and I know I have a cute face. So when I
Very
put
cute face.
makeup on, I was like, ain't nobody tell me
Bad bitch
anything.
word, bad
That's right. So whatever. That date night, I put some lipstick on because I love a red lip. And I put some latex leggings that I've been had since
Ooh, I saw those
Christmas.
pictures, I remember.
And I was like, all right, Joe. And I was like, Andre, can you tell me something? Can you gas me up, please? Because
You know what it is?
I asked him, I'm like, how do I look? He said, good. And I was like, good? That's it?
That's
you know what it is? You know what it is?
How dare
What
you?
is it? That she doesn't believe you?
That's a huge part of it. It's a long time, many years of you look mad good, whatever. You look beautiful, stunning, gorgeous.
And it'll just go over here.
Yeah, it takes one person to look at her funny. It's like boom,
That's because
out
of
the
the
window.
love.
Doesn't
Love
matter.
is- love
Doesn't
is
matter what I
blind.
say. So I'm just like, you look good. Let's go. Boom.
Let's go.
Now you-
Let's go.
You look good.
That's good. All right.
All right. Let's go.
We got a
Nah,
recipe.
it's just like all right. So now you don't walk out the door on 100 and then you trip and then it's like now you back down to 0. Like just you look good. You know how I feel about you, right? I'm here. I'm loving on you. Yo, that's it, right? I've expressed myself several times in many different ways. I understand you want me to say it verbally. You got it. I will. But yeah,
I just think sometimes it's gentle reminders, right? I think a lot of it, and it's also like how we receive love and whatever, but like it's like in the non-sexual touching. It's like in the verbal, prompting or like.
But what was he ever like that? Like in the 16 plus years of y'all being together?
But probably initially
very
when we were
beginning?
dating, yeah.
Okay.
So you feel like he got comfortable.
Comfortable.
Like he's like, I'm here. She knows I'm here. I don't have to like reiterate how much.
I think what I think it was like a negative association, right? Because if he keeps giving me, compliments and I'm just shutting them down, then
which she does.
why else would you give
That's
me? Like,
exactly
why
what
would
she
you
does.
continue to give me compliments if I keep shutting you down? But then, I'm complicated. So
A little.
I want you to continue giving me compliments, even though I shut them down. I want to hear these things, right? Because I don't
That is
need...
exactly what happens.
So, and it doesn't make sense, 100%.
It makes sense to me.
Oh, thank you. But it needs to make sense to him.
Nah,
It does, yeah. Making sense to me. It really doesn't help y'all at all.
So I think like definitely with marriage, what our appearance and what we understand of our own body definitely has like a dissatisfaction scale attached to it, I feel like.
I feel as if a lot of words that other people say carry a lot of weight for her.
Mhm.
And I feel like she shouldn't care what other people think. I think that she should care what like the people closer to her feel.
Mhm.
And sometimes not even those people.
Just you?
Just her.
Just her.
Yeah. If when she wakes up in the morning and she's like, I'm gonna be my best self, I'm gonna step out, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, boom, you on 100.
But that's hard because sometimes people point out things to you that I feel like you weren't even necessarily
Oh my
worried
gosh,
about.
yes. It's not
And
even your
then you start
forebrain.
Fixating on it.
Oh, shoot.
like
100%.
so I knew I was gonna lose hair postpartum because it happens to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom, like I had in these faux locks yesterday before I took them out. And my mom, like I like them pulled up and she was like, "Oh, be careful, don't pull your hair back, like you want to be careful." And it's just like then I started like hyper focusing like
You thought you were
I
saying
can see
bold?
it. I mean, I am. I'm also trying to to be able to say things without attaching a negative connotation to it. My hair is falling out because my hormones are shifting, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. This is a fact.
So do you think that your husband would go and like smack somebody because of it?
Smack somebody like if they
That's a
said
good
something.
combo. That's a good question.
Like if they said something like negative about me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want him to.
No.
Do I think he would?
I don't think so.
My husband is he's like
Mild mannered.
he's kind of like this, and then something will happen, and I feel like it's specific to me
Towards
because
you.
I've said to him, I'm like, yo, I'm not that mad, and he will just get like wild upset. So I feel like he might want to, but I wouldn't want him to.
So how do you ever feel like Joe? Do you ever feel like you go through moments where you're not like as confident, or there's some things that you don't necessarily feel that you feel insecure about? And
Definitely,
how
I feel
does Chris like?
help me. Like Joe, like my weight has gone up and down like the entirety of my life. So I feel like I have attached a lot of significance in like who I am to a number. Like not even like my actual weight too. It's not even like the size of clothes I'm wearing or whatever. Like I attach a lot of my self-worth, like how much do I weigh. So I feel like he would probably really agree with Booker. Like he tells me that I look beautiful. With the whole hair thing, he's like, it doesn't even look that bad. He's like, my mother did not mean it in a sense of like
Right.
you look trash.
Yeah, she
was
was just
trying to be
like,
helpful.
yeah,
like
right.
don't pull on it if like whatever. But I'm just like, now this is all I see. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And so he's like, it's really not that bad. Like you're really like reaching. It looks fine. So he does just like Booker. He tells me I look beautiful. Even though I was getting ready to come here, this is the first time I put on clothes and like went outside in like a long time, and I was just like, I'm putting on a wig. Like my God, this is so much work. And he was like, you look good. Like you look, and I'm just like,
You just feel like, of course you're gonna say that. Like you're,
Right, you're
Yeah, what
paid.
you
You
gonna
have
say?
to.
like, damn,
like-
girl, you ugly.
like, yeah, you don't look the best today. Like,
You could do better.
And I've said to him like, it's
a little bit more blush.
impossible. One, if you think I always look good, I can't trust you because that means you're blinded by love, or you just don't want to tell me. And that is, I feel like, why we tend to look at the outside
yeah, and that's
world.
why it weighs so much because
Yeah.
okay.
For me, I said to Millennial in Debt once, I was like, as someone whose weight has gone up and down, I can see the world change around me based on me losing weight.
Oh,
Even for something as
100%.
small as walking down the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there are weights when I feel like I'm kind of invisible. Like men aren't really pressing me. And granted, that's not really true, but every single man is impressing me. Let's say that. But as you lose weight, it's like suddenly now all these eyes
attention,
are on
right.
you, and it's like it's not even validation, but it just when you're self-conscious about it, I feel like it also puts a tremendous amount of pressure on me.
Right.
Because now it's like, okay, well now I'm within range of sexy according to like
Beauty
standards
standards.
of society. So now it's like, do I worry when only 5 men try to interact with me instead of the 10 or whatever? Like it just becomes this constant thing of
Like
like
thought,
the
that's
outside
exactly
world.
right.
Yeah. Like it was up to me. Like I would love if when I lose weight, gain weight, nobody says nothing to me.
Yes.
I don't need you to congratulate me on losing weight because as Joe, like, I feel like I could throw an outfit together. I feel like no matter what weight I am, like, I could do my makeup, I could do my little wig, I could do my actual hair, I could do whatever, and I'm be cute.
Yeah.
I don't need the, oh my God, you lost so much weight, because what if I gain weight?
Yeah, exactly. They're still gonna say, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
But kind of circling back to that, like,
You don't want me to smack anybody if they get
No,
wild?
I don't like violence. You know that.
Yeah, and then you end up in jail because somebody called me fat. That's crazy.
Yeah. Then I get nervous. I don't like violence.
That's too much.
But there's like
I'm
on the run.
I have beautiful cousins, and I feel like they're mostly slim thick. And I've always been like the bigger one in our family circle. So to me, like, when I have to hang out with my cousins, it literally is like anxiety provoking, because I am buying new outfits head to toe. And it's just like, I have to make sure I look cute, because I know that all eyes are going to be on them, right? Like, all the dudes are trying to buy. And again, like, I love my husband, right? I don't need dudes to come up to me. But, you know, you feel a certain type of way when it's like you're the ugly duckling. And is it why? Because of my weight? Like, did you see my face? Right? So it's just definitely like with my cousin circle, like I felt a certain type of way growing up when it's just like, for real? Like, this is the 8th dude approaching you. Like, we've only been here a couple hours. So I certainly can, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Do you remember when you started feeling that way? Like, in this specific situation, like when you started differentiating yourself between yourself and them?
Oh yeah, middle school, and even then, like parties with them. I would, like, let's say it's mostly house parties and we went clubbing or whatever. There were I would look for couches with pillows.
And just put the pillow in front of you.
And put the pillow in front of me. So, like, even when I went out with them, like, I would try to minimize the amount of times I would get up to go anywhere. And even, like, that's when, like, the spank stuff started happening. And I'm just like, yo, I'm literally, like, a teenager or a preteen wearing, like, Spanx. Because it's just, like, someone's going to comment on my weight. Or I'm going to feel insecure because there's some beautiful ladies. And I feel like that's why I kind of drove myself into my career, because it's just like my mom always preached, like, no one can take your education away from you. And I feel like because it was such a goal that was hard to attain, it's just like, oh, here's Joe the doctor. And it's like, you don't have to think about my beauty. You don't have to think about my weight. Like, because I'm a doctor, right? But that still doesn't bring me joy. So I think certainly those preteen years is where I was like, damn, I gotta hang out with my cousins. I love them, but it's just like it takes a hit to my what's it called?
Where does
your mental,
my self-esteem?
Where does you giving yourself grace come into play there? Because I feel like you don't give yourself enough grace.
I don't know, when I'm running a race and I can't run completely. It's just like, all right, Joe, you're walking for the 17th time. That's fine. You'll make it to the finish line. But I don't know. I have no idea.
Because I feel like you've accomplished a lot in life. You've, like, did the whole doctor thing. You ran marathons. You've done
many marathons.
You've done what people wish to do. And because you feel like you're not up to par in a certain area, like, you let that weigh you down and pull you back, as opposed to saying, well, I need to give myself grace because I'm doing a lot, or whatever. Even if I'm not doing anything, I'm comfortable in who I am.
I think in a subtle way, it's by buying the bigger dress size, right? Like, instead of trying to squeeze myself into what was, and instead just somewhat embracing, I wouldn't even call it embracing, accepting, I guess, that this is my current size. So before I, used to squeeze in to the pants or whatever, the tops. And now it's more like, that's it. This doesn't flatter me. I don't feel comfortable in this. I'm going to buy the next size up. So I think that's like my subtle way of showing myself grace. But otherwise I'm still pretty hard on myself, right? Like, and it's weird because now it's just like, oh, did I eat too much bread today? I have to go run today. Or,
That's not how your body works, by the way.
In my twisted mind, it does. I
Eat
look
bread, you run. Balance. Balance.
and the next day I look good. Okay.
Yeah.
You look good every day.
Oh, thanks, honey.
That was good. See, like you.
And I think that's why also I got addicted to running, right? Like I feel like the next morning I would wake up and it's just like, ooh, this feels nice and tighter. My curves are poking out. But you know, life.
I also feel like I realize I have body dysmorphia because I will look at people who are fat. I'm also trying to take away the negative, like use it
bigger.
No, fat. Like if you're fat, you're fat. Like,
Okay,
it is
fat.
what it is. And I will think this person looks beautiful, and they'll be wearing something that I'm like, I would never wear
bikinis.
that.
I'm just like, I wish.
You're like, even like dress. I'm like, I would never wear that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think you look beautiful.
Yeah.
I will look at pictures of myself from the past where I remember that day where I put on this outfit and I felt like I looked disgusting. Like I was just like, oh my God, whatever. But this is what I have. This is a dress I have. This fit the best out of the 30 dresses that I bought.
Right.
And then I'll look at the picture 6 months later and be like, damn, I look kind of cute.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is also what I've realized, like, it's something that I've internalized so much through so many things that it's not even about the way that I look anymore as much as it's about the way I talk to myself. Like I've passed
that.
the whole like because like I've been skinny and still focused on like I need to lose 5 more pounds, just 5 more pounds. If I get these 5 more pounds, then it's gonna be perfect. Like then, and it's like I've lost weight up and down for the past like 10 years and I have never been satisfied. And I look at pictures now like, damn, I was cute.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not about the weight. It's about the way I talk to myself. And I have to figure out how to be better at that because there's no reason I should look at someone who's way bigger than me and be like, damn, she looks so gorgeous in this thing I would never put on. But then look at myself like, damn, you're trash.
Yeah.
It's deeper than that. I don't know.
How much does the words of your husband weigh? How much does that weigh in this? Because I can tell you, like, if I'm talking to Joe and I'm like, you know, say everything, the you're the best looking woman I've ever seen in my life, and she'd be like,
I mean,
but look at this though, and I'm like,
I just think the pathology is so deep, right? Like this is decades of like self-hate,
yeah.
and it's nothing on you.
I'm not taking it personal. I'm just saying.
It's just something
How many does it
you
weigh?
just
You
have
know,
to
I don't
deal
feel like
with.
it matters. It's not. It matters in the sense that I like that you like how I look. Like, I want you to think that I look beautiful. We're going to a wedding. I put on a nice little dress. Da. I want you to think that I look nice. I put in effort. But if you say to me, like, you're the most beautiful woman in the world, I'm like, you're lying. Like, I just, it's like, I simply just don't believe you. And it's like, I struggle to believe that even you think that. Like, I truly do. Like, I think you think it's a really nice thing to say. I think you know it's going to make me feel good. I think you know that I might blush a little bit. But you also know, like,
Yeah. So, the better question to ask is, what can your husbands, spouses, significant others, whoever, do to help you?
I think this might be controversial, but I think certainly like if I'm saying like if I ate bread and I need to run, just come run with me. Like make me go run or something. And it sounds weird, but let's say like I missed a workout today and I feel gross. Like let's just do the workout together. Like to me that's more helpful. But it's in a way, but it's also detrimental in another way.
Yeah, that's funny.
How is
'cause
it detrimental?
I'll tell you.
Cuz
So I'm the type of person that if I know you have a goal, whatever it is,
oh, that's right.
I'm gonna push you to that
yeah,
goal.
we got it. Oh, this what you
So
want?
whether it's like when she was studying, school wise, whatever.
Right.
Yo, you see what time it is? Boom.
Get to it.
Get
Yeah.
to it. If it's you missed a workout. When are you gonna do that workout?
Oh, yeah.
Like, let's go. Get to it. If we're running together, I'm like, you
Yeah.
got it in you. Let's
Yeah.
go. Don't stop. Why you walking?
He's a coach with it.
Yeah, and it's I mean, to the point where I guess it's no longer helpful, and I have to find that line because she feels like, all right, now you're doing
Now you're doing too much.
Now you're doing
Because I
too
also
much.
feel like it's the person.
But
Like,
it's genuinely me wanting to help her.
yeah.
You know, it's
But
no
I
malice.
wouldn't
no,
like
you know.
that. Because to me, in my mind, that would translate to you like, oh, you really think I'm fat as and you like you say it's gonna work out today.
Only if I verbalize it.
Nah. What do you mean?
These are the streets of Brooklyn.
What do you mean? Like verbalize what?
Only if I said, hey, babes, I feel gross today. I need to go for a run. Then you can say, let's go running.
Yeah, but he can't be like,
Yeah.
you said you was
No,
gonna
I
run
wouldn't.
today.
No, I'm.
Ate a lot of
I would
bread
never-
last night.
That's wild.
You ate a loaf.
That is crazy.
I see
would
you
never,
bloated
I
over
would
there.
never. That is wild. No. But like, if I know whatever goal you have, because to be honest, the people around me are much more ambitious than I am. I could sit back and I'm chilling, whatever. But she is like, she's a go-getter. All right, if you're a go-getter, my job is to support you, push you to whatever goal you have. If your goal is to be more fit, I never like. She has like a number, like you were saying. I don't care about the numbers, but like if you want to feel good about yourself, I know you going running is gonna make you feel good. So go running. And now you on the couch all comfortable, and you don't want to run. It's gonna be annoying to you if I'm like, yo, go run, like go get out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I would love to know how, because I know like recently, like Rihanna, I'm bugging. She's a billionaire. Her lingerie line had this dude who was like a plus size dude, and like I know a lot of people for the first time was like, oh, we don't see this. How do you guys look at yourselves? Because I feel like pretty much all the women I know, even women who I'm like, damn, like you have issues with your body, like girl, I would literally pay money, but 'cause you can, but you know,
Sure can.
but like, how does that translate to the way like you as men? Because I know men who want to lose a couple pounds here or there, but Jason, I'm sure that's not your journey. I'm sorry, critical. That's not your
Nah, it's
journey.
fine. I actually do want to lose. Nah, I'm kidding.
From where?
Well, I have really big thighs. No. Well, in the last episode, you spoke about Joe. You spoke about like I guess like your family at one point would like just like tell you about your weight, and it's
It's not past tense.
Oh, it's okay. I was trying.
It continues.
Oh, sorry about that. To hell with them. No, but so like growing up, my mother my mother and my father would be like, oh, you need to eat more. Oh, you need to eat this dumpling, eat this yam, eat these.
Carb
And it's,
load.
yeah, like just like, oh, you're skinny. And I'm like, I've seen skinnier people.
Yeah.
I actually like to use the word slim because I've seen skinny. I don't think I'm skinny. I just have a small frame, and people just come in different sizes. But these Jamaican parents, they just have one thing stuck in their head, and they just want you to eat the whole pot of banana and yam on things and stuff like that. But so then when I see when I go to the gym, I see people that's like heavier and like muscular and stuff, and I go up and down with weight too. But for the most part, I don't really have that. I mean, I'm a bad girl, so it's like I don't need to lose weight. I don't need to gain weight. My waves is spinning.
that's it.
My new goatee is shining.
So you
it's like-
focus on your positives more than you focus on everything else.
Right, but then that I think it just goes back to like self-esteem and confidence and just it doesn't affect me at first. Like when it does affect me is like when I go for a checkup and then you're on the scale and you're like, damn. I'm gonna keep my sneakers on. And just
I've been
add.
taking my sneakers off.
Yeah, I be saying
I
everything.
empty my pockets. I'm in that white beat and box.
I'm like, yo, can I just? I mean, my coach is like, sir, Mr. Can you take your snorkel off? I'm like, damn.
I make sure
that
I'm
was
wearing
like-
tights.
Right?
The lightest bra.
That's like 3 more pounds I could have just added to my chart. But yeah, so like the same, it goes up and down. Like people see me, I'm like, oh, you're so skinny. And so I'm like, yeah, but I will you up.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Not to get gangster or gully, but
You know, we don't condone violence.
yeah, no, verbally you up. So it's like, I think it goes
Bleep, bleep.
both ways with males and females and like losing weight. And you see society, I'm on the gram, I see these gentlemen with like 47 abs and just like pecs that look the size of my head. And it's like, first of all, why are you that big? Like you can't even lift your arms up. Like you don't need to be.
Can't scratch your back.
Can't touch your elbows.
I like reaching my back, like my shoulder blades and stuff. I like doing stuff. I like wearing
my shoulder blades.
I like wearing certain clothes and certain styles. I want to fit into a pair of Balmains, like you know what I'm saying. And I feel like society and the image that people see where they think is beautiful or handsome and stuff weighs on today's society, and that plays a big role. So it's really just like, you know, trying to stay confident, trying to build your self-esteem. Like if I see
sorry, it's summertime outside too.
yeah, the bike's out, bike life. And yeah, I'm with Booker. Like try like when it comes to a female, like reassurance. Like I'm like super like spontaneous though. So like I'll just like randomly say like, "Yo, you look mad good," or like, "You're pretty," but it's genuine instead of like waiting on a specific moment where they're criticizing themselves to then affirm and be like, "No, you look good." Just like wake up in the morning when her breath is stinking, just be like, "Yo, you look mad good."
But your breath stink.
But that's just right. Like I still even wipe my eye boogers. You can't possibly think I look mad good when I wake up.
He can.
You know, with some dry
That's
drool.
what.
in my
But
face.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's all
It's all
how I perceive you.
Right.
Like you have to be willing to receive that, and just take it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then even another thing. So like me and Book have been on like what two basketball teams.
we play ball a lot.
Right. So like I be seeing Booker and we on the same basketball team and he playing ball and I'm like, damn, he could drop to
I did not know where this was going.
Yeah, I'm still not sure.
he could drive to the hole because he's like a little stocky. He got broad shoulders. You know, he could take a hit. And I'm not doing that. I'm on the outside. I'm waiting for a little jumper because I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to fall. I'm going to break a bone. And so I'm like, it does play a role. Like, you know, Perception, yes.
No.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Comparison.
That's true.
Look at you with the quote.
No, it's been around. It was on Dr. Joe's Instagram.
It was, yes.
So
I'm like, yo, it sounds familiar.
Where did I get that
I think it was on the story, but it is a common you know, I guess quote or whatever. But like it's true. Like I don't know if I necessarily compare myself to other people.
Like you want to
But
be thin
also-
like me.
Yeah.
But he's been the same size since high school.
Who, Book?
That's not true.
No.
I feel like he's gone up and down a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's like his waist hasn't really increased.
I don't really know
mean,
much about his waist.
Well, as the person who buys his clothes.
Above his
Yeah,
waist.
like, I can't really specifically think about waist.
Funny. Nah.
But I feel like there's been times where Booker's been like, "Y'all want to lose some weight."
Yeah, but not like I don't. It's never been because like, yo, these people think I'm fat out here. It's never been like that. Or
Just too many A&S
Has anyone
labels.
ever said anything like that to you?
that I look fat.
Yeah.
Not probably fat. They be like, oh, you got big.
Yeah, like yo, you
They
you
use
gained some
other
weight.
words.
Yeah. You put some weight on. Or you been hitting the gym, you look a little, and it's not like
It's not like the brother. It's just like a solid mass. You just
or you haven't been hitting the gym, have you? Like
Yeah.
something like
because you
that.
got the dad beer belly.
Yeah. Huh?
Nah, I'm just
Not
saying.
yet.
Like, yeah, look.
Not yet. I don't think I've ever really had like a legit six pack though. But
I mean, that's more of a lifestyle because I feel like. You
But then
can't
again,
really,
it's also genetics.
That's
Yes.
true too. Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
know people that has not worked out a day
That's
in their
true.
life.
yes.
And
That's
like
true.
cut
Mad
up.
weak, but got cut.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of? Where's
That's
those jeans? Where can I buy some?
It's crazy.
But yeah, it happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's the
So
right
what do you think would be a solution, or what do you think would make you feel better?
I mean, I think definitely the contemporary beauty ideals in this country and really worldwide are just unrealistic for most adults.
I mean, it's purchased, so.
Yeah, you got BBLs going ham.
We had to clarify. My in-laws wanted to know what BBLs were, so we have to be very clear. Brazilian butt lifts.
I can tell you everything about BBL. I'm like obsessed with watching plastic surgery. It's crazy.
Wow.
I love it. I don't know why.
I watch Botched a lot.
Oh gosh,
Watches.
I didn't want to watch that.
I used to watch Dr. Miami's Snapchat where he's actually doing
Doing it.
surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I think what's gonna change, and really, social media has started to do this, and again with some resistance, but right, they're being more size inclusive.
Well, yeah, like
now
like
there's-
Rihanna, because I've purchased some Fenty items, and
underwear.
they do have plus size men and female, and it's like really like plus size, like shirt off, belly over the like everything, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, look, everybody inclusive.
Yeah.
And then even like Lizzo, right? Even like how sizing is portrayed, instead of like 1X, 2X, 3X, I forgot what it was, but essentially reframing what those sizes look.
Yeah.
But I think honestly, I still don't care what the rest are doing, right? It still
It's
has
more
to be
about
within
from the
myself.
inside. Correct.
So again, the therapy that I keep pushing back and I need to revisit and definitely initiate, but it's all gonna come through therapy, right? Like really accepting my flaws, which is, you know, this body dysmorphia that I have, and getting to it. Because I mean, I don't know. I think I'm meant to be fit. It's just I need time.
You are fit.
I guess that's true.
I
It's
think that's also
relative.
part of it, like reframing what we think about things. Because you run marathons, you do things that a lot of people.
A lot of
and we're
quote
talking
unquote fit
straight
people.
Yeah, if we're talking straight weight. You do things that a lot of people half your size literally cannot do.
Yes.
Like can't.
Yeah.
And even if they wanted to, they can't. And I feel like that's a big part of it is reframing why we're doing things.
Mhm.
Like
That's true.
I'm not working out because I want to lose weight. I'm working out because I want to be healthy. I'm working out
Yeah.
because I want to run. I'm working out because I want to do this. Not like I have this thing that I have to achieve.
I work out because I want to lift things up and put them back down.
Including humans.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh.
Specifically humans.
All right, pretty people, amazing people. So with that, we are going to close out on a random act of kindness.
Yeah, what do you want to do? I have an idea.
Okay.
So I was in like Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and stuff, and
You fancy.
you
Not
know,
in Key Food.
Key Food. Never.
Sea-Town.
Stop and Shop?
Back in the
Pathmark.
What are these
I think
establishments
we went out
y'all
of
are talking about? I've never stepped foot in. Now I'm playing.
Stop and shop.
I think we should pay for somebody's groceries,
Okay.
like unbeknownst to them. That's like my word of the week.
That's a
Isn't
good
it
word.
beknownst?
It's beknownst.
Oh, beknownst.
But he
Well,
said that. It was just slip
Yeah.
of the tongue. I got you.
Yeah.
beknownst.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to them.
Okay.
Right. That would be cool. Like just pay for somebody's stuff.
I think that's
But
sweet.
like, I wonder if they have a lot of groceries though.
Nah, stay within your budget. Stay within your budget.
Just
But-
try to go behind somebody. But if they
Yeah.
bring somebody else, just go
How,
behind somebody
how you
else.
know if like somebody else is not like with the other card?
When
like this?
you go behind them,
Yo,
and when they
imagine.
done bring it, they're like, your total is, you're like, oh, that's it.
That's
You
awesome.
three people behind. I got that one.
Yo, you tell the cashier like, yo, three cards down.
Yeah.
Look, this is for them.
I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you
Nah,
can,
that's dope.
you could do that. That would be cool.
And also, like, we don't want to keep assigning these things and you guys aren't doing it, right? So, you know,
You what? You have another something that's like
no,
more
I want
doable?
people to submit when they're doing their
Oh.
random acts of
I don't be
kindness.
going to the supermarket.
That's another thing. That's
I
like
be ordering
Instacart.
Instacart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe give like a generous tip to your Instacart driver
I do that most of
look
the
at
time.
you.
I could do that. Or your Uber driver.
or your Uber driver.
This Uber driver pulled up to my house on a bicycle with a child in the bike. I was like, Jesus.
So
Did you give him extra?
Well, he kind of pissed me off, and I was actually going to take his tip. And then my husband was like, he got a baby attached to the bike. I was like, oh.
God damn that baby.
Because he was being very rude. Because I was like, sir, what's happening? He was taking very long. Because he
Probably had to stop to
he
feed
had a
the
baby.
kid.
Well,
oh my gosh.
well, I don't know about that, but he allowed extra weight, and I was like, "What's going
Extra
on?"
weight.
He's like,
You gotta be careful.
refresh your app. I'm on the way. I
You
was
gotta
like,
be careful with a kid on the back of a bike.
Yeah,
when
were they
you're
wearing
in the
helmets?
streets.
That's crazy.
No, it was like in a little car, like a little side car, which I feel like
That's
makes
dope.
it more
I
dangerous.
always wanted to ride in one of those.
Yeah, but on
Like
a
Robin?
city street, he's very
Yeah.
wide.
That's true.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
It is dangerous. I should have taken away his tip and report. Just kidding.
Take
Oh
away
my. Oh
his
my.
job.
Yeah.
All right. So we gotta
From
go.
tipping him.
The opposite of a random act of kindness.
You know what? Ride that bike to the unemployment line. Right over there.
Oh my
Tipping
gosh.
to having him lose his job.
Hope Joe's
That's
still
crazy.
giving y'all extra.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. So yeah, so please pay for someone's groceries. Send us a picture. I mean, but also
Or bacon, egg, and cheese at the corner store. That counts. That's
oh,
easy.
Yes.
That's like
I like
$5.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's different ways you can do it.
Yeah, so just, put a spin.
Be innovative. Yeah,
Yes.
be a spin.
Feed a human.
Feed a
Until
human.
next time, beautiful humans, we are out.
Bye.
Adios.
Later.